Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Cup Chasers podcast. Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening. We got some more preseason games to review, to get through, to look at. The Arsenal have beaten Barcelona 5-3. Manchester United played Madrid. Chelsea tied Newcastle United in a thriller down in Atlanta. Brighton and Hove Albion defeated Brentford before that. So we definitely got plenty of action to get through. If you're as excited as I am about the upcoming season, go ahead and smash up the likes on the video, subscribe to the channel, and get that little bell on. All right, first up, Arsenal finally beat Barcelona. Oh, man. I don't know how many attempts it's been since we've beaten Barcelona in anything.
Did we hear 9 and y'all won? They've won 6 of them, and there were 3 draws.
Yeah, I remember celebrating a 2-2 draw at the Emirates like we'd won the cup before Messi dumped 4 on us at the Camp Nou.
Maybe that's why Xavi said what he did.
Yeah, probably. So Xavi didn't expect the intensity. It was their first game because of them being sick last week. But conversely, they were coming with crazy challenges. Arujo tried to get himself sent off.
He should have been sent off like 3 times.
Yeah, for sure. And then Xavi turns around and says they took it too seriously.
Oh, man.
Right. But I guess the story of this preseason kind of came into this game as well, as far as defensive kind of personal errors, giving up goals. But on the other side, I mean, it's the Leandro Trossard show.
Yeah.
Had himself a game, trying to make a name, or trying to make a place in the squad for him, trying to say, hey, coach, I need to start. I need to start.
He should.
I mean, it's tough. It's tough. It's still the same. How do you drop Martinelli? But I mean, he's gonna get
something different.
He's definitely gonna get time this season. And Fabio Vieira with a banger.
Where did that come from?
Yeah, where did that come from?
Deep down, Arteta's just smirking because he's like, yeah, that's what I'm trying to show y'all, kind of thing.
I'm not
but smirking. I fully expect him to like make 5 errors in the next match, and everybody's like, Fabio Vieira.
Yeah, about that. Yeah, he'll definitely get some time versus Monaco, so maybe. I really do hope he improves. I know I've said it before, and I don't like him literally at all, but he really needs to improve, and I hope he does. But Trossard's definitely fighting for his place in the team. He looked good. Like the first thing he did, I thought was kind of a mistake, and I was like, he might have one of them nights, but he just shrugged it off immediately, comes back, and the next thing he did was the first goal, and then the goal in the 78th minute was lethal. He's it's interesting that some Arsenal fans that I've heard on YouTube and around the socials saying that oh my God, Kai scored. He scored twice in the preseason. He's looking good. I'm so excited about it. He's and so the little tap in he's got on the back post, total Chelsea style. Maybe put a little Band-Aid over the nothing performance he kind of gave. Because I remember when we were watching it, didn't I say to you 30 minutes into the game, whose name have you not heard?
Haven't heard Havertz's name at all.
Whose name did you not hear? There he is.
Hello.
Man of the hour.
How are you?
We're talking about Kai Havertz's propensity to be a ghost. And
you're right.
I mean, he popped up. He got a tap in on the back post, and Arsenal fans are everywhere are like, "Oh, he's doing great. He's awesome. He scored twice in the preseason."
I mean, he got to score those though.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's from 2 yards away. Of course, you got to score that.
Raheem Sterling was on City, and he missed open net sitter.
Why you gotta go there? Why you gotta go there?
He didn't do it for you. He did it for City.
We're not even gonna talk about her. We'll have to actually talk about Raheem Sterling because oh my gosh,
he was terrible. But why are people trying to injure the Arsenal players before the season starts?
I don't know.
What?
At least it wasn't the MLS All-Stars trying to take y'all out this time.
Right? They were at least gentlemen about it. I don't know what. I don't know what is going on. Araujo, however you say his name, definitely should have been going. Definitely should have been sent off.
You mean that scissor UFC wraparound?
Did you see his foot come up to kick him? Like, that's not a red.
A red card. I'm surprised he didn't catch assault charges. That was ridiculous.
It was violent.
If you did that in the street, you might catch charges. Like that was an awful challenge.
Like something out of Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah, but it was interesting that I thought this was almost like a basketball game. How back and forth this was, and I think it was interesting. Good to see that we never got rattled, and kind of kept going and kept going. And I mean, there's firepower up front.
Oh yeah,
it's good to see. It's really good to see.
Didn't have arts.
We don't need Havertz to score goals.
But it's just I'm saying, include him.
He scored twice. He's included.
Right. What if I throw this at you? Maybe Fabio Vieira has confidence because he's no longer the worst player on the team because Havertz is there now.
So does Havertz have more Arsenal goals than he had Chelsea goals last season?
I don't think so. Not yet, at least.
Half already? No,
probably half. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
But yeah, I'm definitely. I thought it was a good performance against a strong team, and so one step closer. It's good to see the rebound from the Man U game. You could tell that Arteta said after the Man U game he hates losing, doesn't want to feel like this, and you could tell he let him know because they definitely upped the performance on this one. I thought Odegaard was good. I found out why Rice didn't play. It's because he had a calf thing. So they just didn't want to risk it, which is good, which is smart. I've also heard today, I noticed something that said Balogun is leaving. I don't know if that's confirmed, but I'm not really excited about that. I have seen Eddie Nketiah on the left sometimes in this preseason. Like I said in the last pod, it's kind of going for versatility, but all in all, I thought it was a good game, good win. We definitely march forward. I think Monaco's not for 5 or 6 days, so definitely some time before that one.
To answer your question, Havertz had 7 goals last year. So yeah,
well on his way. Baby. Well on his way. I definitely hope he can get some.
Do you know in his Chelsea career he only had 19 goals?
Wow.
How he had Chelsea?
Hold on. Let's see. Let me rephrase that. He had 19 in the league, 1 in the National Cup, whatever that is, 5 in the League Cup, 6 in Europe, and then 1. So he actually had 32 goals at Chelsea. I'm sorry, in 139 appearances.
Yeah, we're gonna need him to do better than that. Just gonna throw that out there. We're gonna need him to do better than that in 5 years or how many years he was there. But yeah, so I'm excited. Definitely a step in the right direction. Almost looked like a Champions League game, which it very well could be next season. And speaking of Champions League, Manchester City played Bayern Munich. Did you catch that one, or at least the highlights? Where would that even be televised?
It was on City TV. I saw the second half, and it was good. It's interesting because they're talking about, like the whole situation with Vardiol, and then obviously Laporte is like, hey, I'm still Laporte, right? So it's an interesting thing. A lot of City fans are feeling like Kovacic is fitting in with the team very well, which I mean is a good player. I mean, he wasn't bad at Chelsea, so it kind of is what it is. And I mean, Thor and the young boys played. I mean, the team still is what it is. That they don't expect anybody else to leave, because I know at one time they were talking about Walker, but they don't expect him to leave or Bernardo Silva to leave. And I mean, they're just really just kind of going through, the motions they do to get themselves prepped to play the first one, and then I guess they're coming with it for the Community Shield, because Grealish was like, hey man, I've been here for 3 seasons, I've lost this twice. so he's like, I really want it this time. So I don't know what that means. And so it kind of is what it is. I mean, I think they'll take it seriously, but I mean, the result is the result,
Yeah, they'll definitely take the Community Shield seriously. But as far as like individuals, I thought Rico Lewis, as far as the extended highlights, Rico Lewis looked good, energetic.
They played him in the 8, so mean, they they saw where what he would look like, because we've watched him. He's a midfielder. I mean, he can play fullback, but he's really a midfielder. And,
I feel like that was just bold for choice when trying to kind of make up for not having Gundogan.
Well, it's that, but he has guys that are willing to play other places because that's what they got to do to get on the field. And I think if you have a willingness to do that, then that says something about sort of the mental sort of thing that your team has. Because I mean, some people they watch the Bayern game and they say, yeah, they're not bored, because sometimes when you win a lot, players get bored, and you wonder if there's that hunger to go win it again. I think these guys want to win everything again, which is good. I mean, that wanting to win everything and winning everything are obviously 2 different things, but you got to have the want first.
Sure. I will say that away kit looks nice.
I do like it. And it's funny because all the leaks that we saw earlier are all true, like every leak. So that's cool. Minus that, we talked about the United kit last week, right? And how horrible it was, right? I think we did.
Oh, we were discussing it right before we started tonight.
God, they wore it in Madrid, and we'll get to that in a minute. But it looked terrible. But
speaking of kits, real quick, did y'all see the one for Bayern?
The white one?
No, there's a new one.
No,
it's let me see if I can find it real quick. It's like black and pink, but like there's like dots all over it that make out the world. It's nifty. I'm like, man, I might actually have to buy that one. That one's pretty cool.
I see it. Yeah.
Is it their kit? Adidas is their kit maker, right?
I think so.
Or is it Nike?
Yeah.
Who makes personal kits? Nike does, right?
No, it's Adidas for Bayern. Okay. Yeah, that looks cool. That does look cool.
That is an awesome kit. So that might be that might be on the wish list.
That's a cool looking jersey for sure. In a season where we're already skeptical about away jerseys, away kits.
Well, and so what the Arsenal? Oh no, not the Arsenal away kit. What does Chelsea's away kit look like?
I don't know.
We don't know. Their home kit, I like the gold emboss on their home kit. Yeah, so
sweet. That
looked good. But
they looked great in person too. Sure. Like I was kind of wondering if maybe the coloring was off by watching them on TV. They look fantastic in person too. I was hopeful that they were going to sell them at the stadium, but they did not.
They didn't.
No. They're not selling them until the sponsors on it. Which
there's a sponsor on it. That's right.
The first one you can buy. You can start buying them August 16th.
Yeah.
That kind of sucks because it's like the opposite, Jake. When you saw the Arsenal kit and everybody, it was available, but Patrick wants to get his, and it's like no, he can't get that one
Because it's actually nice.
It's really nice.
But yeah, that is a perfect segue. Chelsea Newcastle down in Atlanta. We were there, up in the third tier. Yeah, man, that Mercedes-Benz Stadium is something else. That place, I've literally never been into a sports venue that gets anywhere close to that place. Like Atlanta, we had the conversation. I said that Falcons fans are spoiled. No, no, no. Atlanta United fans are spoiled.
They are
Getting to play in that stadium. Are you kidding me? That was awesome.
Yeah.
Lewis, Jake didn't realize that it was a dome, so we're driving down, and he's like,
when you drive up to it, looks like a spaceship, man.
Yeah.
Well, we're driving down. He's like, I can't believe we're gonna have to sit in the heat for 5 hours. I was like, why?
Boy, I was psyching myself up.
He was psyching himself up. I was like, dude, it's in this massive stadium that's indoors.
Yeah, it was a balmy 70 degrees the whole time. It was fantastic. It was so much fun. And Chelsea looked good.
Chelsea looked really good. I was reading some stuff today after, last night, and a lot of the takeaway is once the subs started coming on, things got a little bit disjointed. That's why there wasn't as much possession. And I agree to a certain point. But I also think that it kind of exposed what some of the main issues are still, and why there's an urge to get a Shirky or a Kudus or who's the other one we're looking at? Of course, Caicedo, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, Caicedo.
Which it was fun watching him in person. Everything's effortless for him. I mean, he's 21, but you could just see his talent. Like he's just kind of chilling on the field, and he takes on two defenders and plays a great pass over to Matoma, and you're just like, man. But you could see some of the issues that could creep up on Chelsea if they sustain a run of injuries like they did last year. But I do think that the conditioning is going to be better. I do think that health-wise they'll be better because they are conditioned better. I love Nicholas Jackson,
and is that part of the reason?
Huh?
Yeah, he's nice. Man. He's nice.
Yeah. And I think he only cost us 35. So like an absolute steal in this market, especially. Mudryk looked very confident. Nkunku is going to be fantastic for us.
You think that's your starting three on versus Liverpool?
Starting four, yes.
Or do you think that Sterling just gets grandfathered in again?
No, I think it'll be Madueke, Jackson, Mudryk, and then you've got Nkunku behind him.
Yep.
That's what I expect. I mean, he may surprise me. My biggest thing is we've got to get somebody to allow Enzo to get forward. He's having to play back, and he's fine there, but you can see the quality in his vision. I mean, he dropped an absolute dime last night. Well, I was talking to you about it. That crossfield pass to Reece James right on him. Like, Reece didn't even have to move. But you can see that he has that creativity that we lack. But we need somebody to be able to back him on it. I think Andre Santos will probably stay. I think there's a lot of talk about Cassidy maybe going out now.
I thought he was decent.
He was decent. He's
been decent all tour.
Huh?
He's been decent.
He has been. Somebody did a comparison same situations with Mount and with Cassidy, and what Cassidy did in that situation compared to what Mount did, and it was a very forward movement compared to Mount. And people are like, well, he could be our Mount. I think he needs a little bit of a loan because I mean he's kind of been playing at a lower level, so get him maybe over to Serie A, get him over to Germany even, just to get him some experience because he's going to need play. And Chelsea does have still a crowded team, which I fully expect with loans and whatnot that'll clear out. I'm not too worried about that, but they're going to have to also buy too. I was interested to see that Pochettino came out yesterday after the match and said that they were happy with Kepa, and that he's going to get better or something to that extent.
He hopes.
Yeah, I wasn't impressed. He can't play. He can play the ball at his feet, but he can't distribute the ball down the field with his feet.
Same as last season.
Yeah, exactly. And so that puts more pressure on Enzo to come up and get the ball. But I mean, I think if you have somebody like a Colwell, a Badiashile, even Shalaba, I was actually impressed with Shalaba on the ball. He really surprised me. But I think we finally were starting to see the Reece James that made people say he's the best right back in the world. I think we're starting to see flashes of that again because he's gotten healthy.
Got to stay healthy.
He's just got to stay healthy.
Has to stay healthy.
But yeah. Oh, so the pass to open up Jackson was for Mattson. I think he's going to stay. I really do.
Nice. Yeah. Okay.
He was very good.
He had a quieter game, I thought.
Yeah, because Dan Byrne was on him, and he's like a foot taller than him.
4 feet taller than him. Yeah.
But it was fun. It was fun. I've done it before in terms of seeing him in person. This was a lot more fun for me. And I got to see, Di Maria and Ibra and all that, but the atmosphere was great.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of Newcastle fans showed up. Mm-hmm. A whole bunch of Newcastle fans, and I'll just say this: Atlanta fans in general, but the people of Atlanta love them some Miggy Almiron.
I was shocked at how much they love him too.
Love some Miggy Almiron, and he scored the goal. Nice, classy finish. I think that who was it in the first half? That was left back for Chelsea in the first half.
Cuckoo.
He got caught up the field a little bit, and they got the ball in behind, and it was just a nice, clean finish. I thought that Newcastle, it was a typical Newcastle performance for me. They were stout defensively, and kind of looking to just build on what they did last season. You can see it's still kind of the same stuff. Tonali looked like a typical Italian, midfield maestro type, trying to imitate Pirlo, where you don't really hear much about him, but he's always, he gets on the ball a lot, and I thought he looked decent. So we didn't actually see Guimaraes.
Yeah, I was shocked that we didn't see
Guimaraes never came in. But I think Newcastle
was interesting. It was also interesting to see the difference between Dubravka and Pope.
Yeah, for sure.
Because if Dubravka is in goal late, Chelsea wins 3-1.
Yeah, definitely. Nick Pope made a couple of good saves right at the end, for sure. So I think Newcastle are ready. I think they're raring to go. But yeah, like I said, it was really cool. It was really cool to see how excited everyone got when Almiron scored.
Place went ballistic.
Went nuts. That was cool. and then again when he subbed off, he got the standing O.
Yeah.
When
pretty much a standing O. Yeah.
That was pretty awesome.
That's the next out-poached MLS player, right? He's next after.
Yeah, to come back to he started in Atlanta. That's why they love him so much. It's definitely been a fun preseason so far. We do have a couple more games before that Community Shield, the one I'm definitely looking forward to. And if you're looking forward to it as much as I am, go ahead and smash out the likes on the video. Subscribe to the channel and click that little bell. We will be back before you know it. Thanks for listening and have a good night.